Hello everybody, what is up? Welcome back. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day thus far. As you can tell by the title, we are going to be going over how are you meeting your next boyfriend slash girlfriend. In this reading, we're going to be covering, as I just said, how you're meeting, but also where this person might be. Now, not every pile is going to get that information, right? I can't force the cards or the notes to say something that they don't want to say. I'm just shuffling and pulling the cards. So whatever comes out, comes out. But for some of you, we are also covering where this person is. So as always, you guys, tarot is a divination tool. It's an intuitive practice. Take what resonates, leave what does not resonate behind. There's nuance to every conversation. I also want you guys to keep in mind that tarot is really meant for reflection. Where you are currently at on your path, that is what the tarot cards are going to reflect to you. The most likely outcome of where you are currently at, that is what's happening. So with that, guys, we have group number 1 with the house, group number 2 with the snake, group number 3 with the key, and group number 4 with the birds. If you guys need a moment to meditate on which pile is calling your name, you guys are free to do that right now. And if you want to pick more than one pile, you guys are always welcome to do so. Once you have your pile figured out, you can check out my description box where I've left everybody timestamps for when the reading will start. And with that, I will see you in your reading. Hello, group 1. Welcome to your guys' reading. We're going to start off with our zodiac dice. We have Scorpio and we have Leo. Hello, Scorpio. Hello, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising. We have Aquarius and Cancer. Hello, Aquarius. Hello, Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising. We have Aries and I was going to say Sagittarius, but this is Aquarius again. So let's do one more for good measure. Virgo. So hello everybody. If you guys are new here, the dice are extra. It's dessert. I like to do the dice as extra confirmation. The meat and important part of the message is through the cards. If you guys do want a personal reading or a more personalized reading, you can go ahead and check out my description box where the link to my Etsy shop will be. I only restock on the 1st of every month, you guys, so do keep that in mind. Can I please get a message for group number 1? How are they meeting their next boyfriend slash girlfriend? Okay, so we have the Ace of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles, group number 1, is a card that's referencing essentially taking opportunities. So saying yes to more things, saying yes to things that are positive. This could have to do with money, obviously, right? A pentacle card is oftentimes talking about money. So maybe saying yes to a new job, maybe saying yes to taking on more responsibilities at work, or moving to a different department or a different floor or a different unit, a different group at work could lead you to meet this person. This could also just be, right, like saying yes again to more opportunities, to travel, to spending more time with friends, to spending more time with family, to going and pursuing your hobbies, putting time, energy, and effort into things that make you happy. So you are saying yes to more opportunities. You are saying yes to more of the things that bring you happiness, that bring you joy, that bring you a sense of potentially even like freedom. We have the Lovers here. So ultimately, like, your love for this person is playing a significant role, or your attraction to this person, their attraction to you is playing a significant role in how you guys meet. Oftentimes when the Lovers comes up, to me, I do perceive this as two people who are naturally very drawn to each other. So, right, like being in the same room together, making eye contact. Perhaps they come up to you and approach you, or perhaps you go up to them and approach them. But to me, I read this as individuals who feel very naturally drawn or connected to each other. Therefore, they interact with each other, right? We have the Eight of Pentacles. So a lot of you, especially those of you who are younger, or those of you who want to continue pursuing your education or in the process of pursuing your education further, you could be meeting this person in an education environment. Why? Because the Eight of Pentacles is talking about learning. This is taking on new skill sets, taking in information, even taking on or pursuing lessons so that you can perfect your craft. So for those of you who are already in the workforce, perhaps you are choosing to, again, sharpen the tools that you have by taking an extra class or taking a seminar or doing this or doing that, right? To sharpen the tools that you have. So teaching them or meeting them in a teaching environment. We have the Ace of Swords as well. So the Ace of Swords is a breakthrough. The Ace of Swords is experiencing some type of significant breakthrough. For a lot of you who've been attracted to this pile, perhaps your love life has felt stagnant, or perhaps at this point when you meet your next boyfriend or girlfriend, your love life is feeling stagnant. It's feeling stale or boring, like there's nothing happening, you're not interested in anybody, nobody's approaching you, or there's no movement, right? The Ace of Swords is a burst of energy. So it doesn't necessarily, to me, feel like there's a whole lot going on in your love life prior to meeting them. It does feel like things are a bit stale or a bit lackluster prior to meeting this person in regards to your dating life. So for those of you who are out and about and dating and like going on multiple dates a month or going on multiple dates a week, this is probably not your pile, just because this feels more so for individuals who've been single for a while or who have been like patiently waiting for this person to come into their life where there hasn't been any movement. So perhaps check out a different pile. Can we please get a message? Oh, okay. So the King of Swords is a calculated energy. This is a king who is very mindful, very calculated. This is going to be an energy of essentially like, I'm in the mindset of I have to look out for my future and I need to do what makes sense, what's logical, what is reasonable, right? Not necessarily in the headspace of following our hearts, not necessarily in the headspace of being led by our emotions, but being led by logic and reason. So for a lot of you, you are going to be in a place in your life where you are very mature, where you feel perhaps focused on your goals, your dreams, your aspirations. You're focused on work. You're focused on your hobbies, your friends, your family, building a home for yourself, building a life for yourself, right? This isn't to say you don't want love. This isn't to say you aren't putting any effort towards your love life, but your focus is very serious and it feels less like you're less driven by what you're feeling and more driven by logic, reason, life goals, okay? Now we have the Eight of Cups here as well. The Eight of Cups talks about walking away from something. Now I do think that sometimes when I describe this card or other cards, people take it in a very plain fashion. The Eight of Cups doesn't have to be like we're walking away from a person or a relationship. The Eight of Cups could be we are leaving an apartment that we've lived in for the last 3 years or 5 years and we love that apartment, but it's time for us to get a bigger space or it's time for us to move to a different area. The Eight of Cups could be referencing a mindset shift, right? Something within us internally is shifting and changing. So therefore we are then moving on from perhaps an experience or a perspective that brought us comfort, a perspective that brought us safety. And we're saying, hey, like, I recognize that if I continue maintaining my thoughts, my perspective on relationships and love, or if I don't make time for relationships and love, right? I'm not going to find it. So I want you guys to read or to see the Eight of Cups as change happening. This is change that you are choosing to make though. This is by choice. You are choosing to get up and to make a change, whether that is a physical change or an internal emotional mindset shift, okay? All right, can we please get some messages? All right, we have the Five of Swords. This is knowing when to walk away and leave something or someone behind. A lose-lose situation. So when I see a lose-lose situation, again, this is telling me basically the same exact thing that the Eight of Cups is telling me. Like it's time to make a shift, it's time to make a change, and we are choosing to do that. We're recognizing that the way that we've been operating within our love life or the way that we have been operating in our life in general has not been something that we can continue doing if we want to see change, right? I always say this, you guys, like if you want to see change, you have to be the one to invoke that change. You can't wait around for life to happen to you. And I understand, right, the desire for things to happen organically or to feel like we met in this like really cute and special manner. I think it's very beneficial just to consider, again, putting yourself in scenarios that are beneficial for you and your overall goals. Okay, can we please get, we have mutable. So this is surrendering. This is fluidity and welcoming in change. There's a reason why there's multiple cards here representing change, right? Again, the Five of Swords isn't necessarily change, but it's recognizing when something's not working. And if you recognize that something doesn't work, but you're continuing to do it, or you're continuing to participate in it, then you are not moving yourself towards what you actually want or something that's going to work, right? So in order to get out of this, you have to choose something different. You have to choose change. So mutable energy is really relevant for how you guys are going to be meeting your next boyfriend or girlfriend. Can we please get a message for group 1? We have Uranus, and I love that that showed up because we have quite literally radical change. Again, for those of you where you are focusing on yourself, you're loving yourself, your life is full and beautiful, that's fantastic, that's lovely. My suggestion would be, or my message would then be, like, there is something internally or emotionally, mentally, a perspective that needs to change. Or perhaps not even change, but expand upon, open up to, things like that. Can we please get, we have manifestation. So partially you are meeting this person through manifestation. Partially you are meeting this person through, again, your thoughts, your actions, what you believe, what you're putting out there. We have talent. We have love. And we have passion. So all of these cards that just came up, I do feel like the passion and the love, this is directed towards doing something that we love or doing something that brings us a lot of fulfillment, a lot of happiness and talent, right? So participating in hobbies that make you happy. This is a very easy way to meet new people. And even if you're not meeting the love of your life while you are pursuing a hobby, that doesn't mean you're not making friends. And the larger your circle is, you guys, right? The more friends you have, the more full your life is, the more opportunities you have to meet somebody on a romantic level. So I do always get so sad when I see in the comments where people be like, I don't want friends. Like, I want love. I'm valid for wanting love. And of course you are. Of course you're valid for wanting love. But the way you get there is perhaps by opening your life up more, making friends, going outside, pursuing things outside of love that make you happy. The more full your life is, the better your chances are. And I feel like what the cards are here to say is, like, open up your chances or cast a wider net, right? Become more fluid, surrender, welcome in change, pursue your passions, your talents. Okay. Can I please get a message for group number 1? We have the house and the tree. So the house could be representing, right, like meeting this person at your house. Now, hopefully you're not literally meeting this person at your house, but meeting them online, meeting them on Instagram, on Hinge, on, various different dating apps or various different social media apps. So meeting them at home is very possible for some of you. The tree is representing stability and, like, again, building this beautiful, fulfilling life, feeling grounded and rooted. I really do feel like the vast majority of you who have picked this pile, there is this sense of, again, like, my life is full. I'm focused on things that are within my control. And yes, I'm putting in energy towards my love life, or I'm becoming more open and mutable to my love life. I really feel for you guys that you're meeting this person through, again, opportunity. You're meeting this person through saying yes to more things that bring you joy and happiness. Now, I don't know who I'm speaking to, right? I don't know who you are on a personal level. For some of you, what brings you joy and happiness is music. For others of you, what brings you joy and happiness is animals or art, cooking, sports, physical activity, right? Being out in the wilderness, being on the beach, whatever it is, I need you to do more of that. I need you to pursue more of that, because everything that's showing up here is pointing me in the direction of you are meeting your next boyfriend or girlfriend through passion, through being open to change, through saying yes to more opportunity. Okay. How are they meeting? This is direction with the staff. So having a strong sense of direction, again, where you want to go, who you are. I do, honestly, you guys, if you don't know yourself, it does become very difficult to know what you want in a partner. So I just think having a very strong sense of self and a strong sense of what direction you're going in is important. Obviously, life is a journey and you are constantly going to be changing and evolving and becoming a new person, hopefully. Hopefully you are always learning, growing, evolving. But I do think it's important to have at least a base level understanding of like who you are and what type of lifestyle you want to live, what kind of person you want to be with, loyalty, energetic movement. So the main thing that I want you guys to take from this is some of you have to change a mindset, a perspective, have a shift in perspective, have a shift in your mindset. And for others of you, it's going to be just physically going out and saying yes to more things, doing more things that bring you happiness, doing more things that bring you physical enjoyment. So with that, we're going to go ahead and pull from our bowl. Can I get a message on how they are meeting? Where is their next boyfriend or girlfriend? Okay. So intentionally dating, putting yourself out there. So intentionally dating and putting yourself out there, you guys, would be like, again, going on a dating app, going on speed dating, or perhaps having your friends set you up on a blind date, but putting intentional effort into your dating life. We have a bedroom eyes, a strong nose, deep love. We have green eyes, short hair, cake, London, street style, practical. Again, I do feel like that's where you're at in your life. You're very practical. Your mindset or your perspective is very grounded. We have professional. That could indicate, again, perhaps meeting them in a workplace environment for some of you. We have August. We have the 30th, 1,000 miles, very far away, and they will move closer to you. So it could be currently right now that your future boyfriend or girlfriend does not live nearby. Perhaps they are in the process of moving. Perhaps you are in the process of moving to them. But I do believe you are meeting this person, again, at a time in your life where you are very much focused on your passions, your talents, creating a stable and happy, fulfilling life for yourself. You're saying yes to more opportunities. You're welcoming in change. You have surrendered the outcome. But I do think you are still being intentional. And I think that a lot of people see these two things as conflicting ideas, and they're not. You can focus on yourself, love yourself, put in energy into your life, and you can also still intentionally date. It doesn't have to be one or the other. I feel like that's a very rigid way of thinking or a very rigid way of perceiving the world, and it doesn't need to be that way. So I do want you guys to keep that in mind, right? Like, put yourself out there, put effort into your dating life, but don't allow the circumstances of your dating life to control or dictate your ability to be happy, your ability to say yes to opportunity. So that is everything I have for you guys, group number one. I do hope that today's message was helpful. I'm sending you guys so much love. And that is all I got. So, bye. Hello, group two. Welcome to your guys' reading. We're going to start off with our zodiac dice. Leo and Libra. Hello, Leo. Hello, Libra. Sun, moon, rising. Aquarius, Pisces. Sun, moon, rising. Oh. Sagittarius and Taurus. Sun, moon, rising, everybody. Okay. As always, if you're new here, the dice are extra. It's dessert. It's not the main message. It's not the main course. So, and if you do want a personal reading, I restock my personal readings on the 1st of every month. So if you want one, you got to check it out on the 1st. Can we please get a message for group 2 on how are they meeting? Okay, so we'll talk about the one that's facing us first. Automatically, you guys, when I see the Queen of Pentacles, I immediately go a workplace environment. You're meeting this person in a workplace environment. If that's not the case, it's very possible that you are meeting your next boyfriend or girlfriend at a time in your life where you're trying to create more balance between work and your personal life. So this is going to be the pile for the girls and the guys who spend a lot of time at work or who have dedicated a lot of their energy into their professional life. And they have a desire, or you have a desire to also have a personal life, or you have a desire to also be in a happy, healthy, loving relationship. We have the Page of Swords. So how are you meeting them? This is like asking a lot of questions, being inquisitive, becoming curious. So this could be a situation where perhaps you're out with your friends and you see a cute guy across the room and you find a reason to approach him and to be like, hey, like I have a question. Or, oh, I really like this. Where did you get that? Right? This could also be, right, a guy coming up to you and being like, oh, I really like your perfume. What is it? I can't tell you guys how many times I have had freaking individuals come up to me and be like, oh, your perfume smells so good. What is it? Give me, men and women, but like that may be something that is going on. But this is asking questions, being inquisitive, okay? The next one we have is the 9 of Cups. So this is telling me that you're in a very satisfied point in your life. You're happy, you're healthy, everything is feeling good, great, grand. The thing with the 9 of Cups is like, it's really positive. It's wish fulfillment, it's happiness, but it's like, it's not the 10 of Cups, which the 10 of Cups is complete and total emotional happiness, getting everything that you want, being so blissful and happy and in love and like living your best life. The 9 of Cups is like one step below that, where it's like, I'm happy, everything's fantastic, but I do still feel like there's more that I could receive, or there's more that could make me happy. There are things that I still want. We have Death here, and death is always going to represent a transformation occurring. We have the 10 of Pentacles, which makes me really happy because the 10 of Pentacles is a card that is all about investing. Okay, so we're investing into our dating life. We're investing into ourselves. I am always going to be somebody who tells you guys, like, invest in yourself, put time, energy, effort, money into yourself, because you are the best investment that you could ever make. You know, outside of stocks and property and yada yada, typical investments, but invest in yourself, invest in your education, invest in your physical appearance, invest in yourself. So the way I'm reading the 10 of Pentacles, it's like an investment that you have made is paying off. The King of Wands is an outgoing energy. This is somebody who's very charming and charismatic, outgoing, friendly, talkative. This is going to be somebody who is very social and likes to be out and about. So I do read this as, again, you're in a social situation. Perhaps you're asking questions. Maybe you're at an event with friends, or you're at a close personal dinner party with friends, and there's a few people you haven't met, and you strike up a conversation by asking questions. I do, again, feel like this is going to be at a point in your life where you're ready for love, you want love, but you're happy. Like, you're like, I want to find a partner, but I'm also happy and I'm enjoying my life. You've invested in yourself. You've invested in, again, either your education, your physical appearance. You have actual physical investments or assets. Can I have Temperance? This is, again, finding balance. So this is just telling me, once again, that there's going to be this deep need, this deep desire to experience more of a balanced life at the time in which you meet this person. We have the 7 of Cups. So this is options. This is representing having options in front of you. Looking at your options, being excited about your options, and perhaps even having a hard time trying to figure out what's the best choice for you to make. And then we have the World, which is also wrapping up cycles. This is an ending as well. So I want you guys to be aware that an ending doesn't always need to be super dramatic and over the top and hyperbolic. Like, an ending could be like, I'm moving. I got a new job. I am going to therapy. I'm choosing to look at life, or I'm choosing to put more energy into my mental health, into my physical health. Like an ending is, the reason I'm saying this, you guys, is because I feel as if I have noticed that a lot of people look at endings as like, oh, this is a negative thing. And I don't think I've ever, at least intentionally, described an ending as a negative thing. In my opinion, endings are a representation that you are going to be having a new beginning. If something ends, it's because it probably needed to end. If something's changing, it's probably because it needed to change. And I would assume that things are changing for the better. I would assume that things are changing in a positive direction. Why am I assuming that? Because we have more balance, because we have happiness, because we have money and investment and abundance, right? So I'm assuming, you guys, that death in the world is representing positive changes happening in your life, things that you're looking forward to, things that you're happy about. This could be, again, a graduation. Obviously, when you are in university or any type of educational program, you become attached to the people that you are going through that program with, or you become attached to your professors, you become attached to the environment. So it's a happy thing that you're graduating, but maybe there's a little bit of sadness there, like, oh, I'm gonna miss this. Or when you're moving into a new place, it's like, it's a happy thing, it's a good thing, but maybe there's a little bit of nostalgia or sadness that comes with, oh, I have to say goodbye to this place that I've been for a while. So please, guys, if you are watching this, do not look at change as a negative thing. Don't look at it as something that you should be upset by, because oftentimes it's really positive. Can we please get a message on how they are meeting? Gemini. So this does give me very like online vibes. I do feel like you're meeting them in a more social environment, though. I'm not gonna lie. This just feels maybe even like a networking event. So curiosity, intellect, and networking. So we're socializing, we're having conversations. I feel like we're sharing information back and forth potentially. We have sextile. This is a combination of tension and flow, potential, and a rewarding situation. So combination of tension and flow. I feel like that's kind of what I just described with the change, right? A combination of right, going through your graduation and being really excited and happy, proud of yourself, but also like, oh, I'm gonna miss this, or oh, I'm scared to like go out into the workforce. So combination of tension and flow, that is how you are meeting this person, through something that is both exciting and a little spooky or a little terrifying. Can we please get a message for group number 2? Lighten your load. Again, this feels like you are acquiring more balance at the time in which you're meeting this person. And that's playing a role in how you guys meet, is the balance that's coming into your life. We have blessings here, and we have boundaries. So this is creating boundaries at work, creating boundaries perhaps with yourself regarding things that you're putting a lot of energy or effort into that you feel you need to spend less time on. That could be with your phone, right? That could be, like I said, with work, with family members, with friends, whatever it may be. You are setting stronger boundaries. You are lightening your load, and you are also experiencing more blessings at this time of your meeting. Okay. Can we please get a message for group number 2 on how they are meeting? Okay, so snakes represent a few different things. Sensuality, which I think you're meeting this person through sensuality, not necessarily, but snakes also represent transformation. Why? Because snakes shed their skin. Snakes go through a molting phase, which again is a positive thing. Obviously, to shed your skin, it can be a little itchy sometimes for the snake, or uncomfortable, especially if the humidity is not quite right. But oftentimes, like, the shedding of the snake is a positive thing, because this is representing growth. This is representing entering into our brand new shiny skin that fits us better. I love this. We have a ring here, and we have a book. So I'm going to throw out a few different things, you guys, because I am getting a few different things here. Number 1, if you are a woman interested in men, I feel this individual is going to be the one to approach you. I do feel for the vast majority of you, this is going to be in a social setting. This is going to be in a setting where you are at a networking event. connected to work. It's also possible that you are, again, in a learning environment where you're taking in information, you're taking in knowledge. Could be that you're at a wedding or a bridal party or an engagement party, something like that, where there could be rings involved or a wedded couple involved. You could be at the library, you could be at Barnes and Noble, you could be in a coffee shop reading a book or learning something on your computer, writing a paper or doing work on your computer. The reason why I feel like this person's going to approach you, especially if you're a woman and they're a man, is because, again, we do have that King of Wands, which this is the type of person who's going to approach. Okay, if you are somebody who's interested in women, it's not that I necessarily don't think that they will approach, but I think that there is more so of this energy of the woman trying to find more balance, the woman trying to find more harmony within her life, and create space for love, create space for openings for love to come in. Okay. Can we please get, okay. So we have the horse. This is action. Give me 1 second, you guys. Coffin fell on the floor. So I will, oh, there's 2 cards. Okay, we have coffin. This is inevitable. And we have the heart, which is a connection, heart connection. So ultimately, guys, the synopsis of what I'm getting is this is going to be a meeting, your next boyfriend or girlfriend, in a social environment. I do believe that you are connecting to this person through conversation, through asking questions, through them showing you an inquisitive nature or through you showing them an inquisitive nature. This is going to be at a point in your life where there's changes happening. I do think these changes are positive, changes that are wanted, changes that are needed. And for some of you, this is just going to be as simple as adjusting your work hours and trying to create more time and space for you to be able to pursue your personal life or have more time in your personal life. So with that, we're going to go ahead and pull from our bowl, see if we can get any more information on how you are meeting. How are they meeting? How are they meeting? How are they meeting? Okay. Someone you know is going to introduce you. So again, if you're like at a social event or you're at a networking event, it could be that your coworker or a friend is introducing you to them. We have a workplace meeting. We have social media. It could be not that you're meeting them on social media, but that you're exchanging social medias at this event, at this workplace event where you're being introduced. Meeting out and about. Again, this is giving me confirmation. If it's not a workplace environment, then it's 100% going to be in a social environment. We have out of the country. We have Berlin. We have hygienic. We have Hinge. We have Quebec. 25 years of age. Obviously, that's not going to apply to all of you. We have the past. We have calling and texting. We have the 24th. You are going to be unusually successful in business. Italy. West. Yes. And medical services. So for those of you who work in the medical industry, it's possible you're meeting them again through work. Okay, and then S. So the options regarding how you're meeting this person, to me, it feels, again, very social. We have soldier as well. It feels very social. Feels like you're out and about. Feels like a friend or a coworker, an acquaintance is introducing you to this person. You're exchanging either numbers, because we do have, where was that? Where's calling and text? Right there. Okay. Calling and texting. So you're either exchanging numbers or social media information, and then you're connecting that way after the social event. For some of you, you could be meeting this person on Hinge. Again, I feel like that is less of you or a minority of you. Okay. So that is what I have for you guys. Group number 2. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you today. I do hope that it was helpful. I'm sending you guys so much love, and that is all I got. So bye. Hello, group number 3. Welcome to your guys' reading. We're going to start off with our zodiac dice. We've got Aquarius and we have Taurus. Hello, Aquarius. Hello, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising. Taurus and Cancer. Aries and Taurus again. Taurus and Aries again. Okay, that was my sign to stop. With that, oh my gosh, you guys, I was like, where the heck is the deck? Okay, as always, if you guys want a personal reading, I restock those on the 1st of every month. Can we please get, Page of Cups. So how are you meeting your next boyfriend or girlfriend? Okay, as much as I love the Page of Cups, you guys, this card is talking about something happening in a surprising fashion. So unexpected, out of the blue, out of character, out of sorts, not the norm, okay? So what is not the norm for you, group number 3? Like what would be an unusual thing for you to be doing on a Friday night? What is an unusual thing for you to be doing on a Saturday, on a Sunday, on a Monday or Tuesday? What's weird for you to do? Is it unusual for you to go out to a bar or a lounge? Is it unusual for you to go read a book under a tree at a populated park? Is it unusual for you to go horseback riding on a Saturday? Like what is an unnormal situation for you to be participating in? That is how you are meeting this person, okay? In a very unusual, unexpected way. Obviously, I don't expect you guys to, right? If it's unexpected, I would assume you guys aren't thinking of what it is at this moment. But anyways, can we get a little bit for group? Oh, okay. No. Okay, guys, we're gonna have to pause because I did just drop half the deck. But before we do that, the 9 of Swords is here. The Fool is here. Okay, we're a little nervous. We're a little nervous. We're a little spooked about something that we're doing that is new. Okay, so this feels like a continuation of the Page of Cups. The 9 of Swords is a card that talks essentially about fears, anxiety, depression. Sometimes this is like other mental health struggles. I'm not a doctor, so that's none of my business. But this is anxiety. This is feeling a little bit rattled by something that is going on. So essentially, what I would take from that group number 3 is the fact that you guys are, again, starting something new, or there's an unexpected event, situation, occurrence that is happening in your life that is causing you to feel a little bit spooked, or that's causing you to feel a little bit of anxiety. Now, I do think that this new start, this new beginning is a positive thing, but there's a little bit of anxiety around it. So this could be starting university, getting a new job, meeting new friends, being challenged at work with a new task, right? This doesn't have to be extreme, but it is representing something new that is giving us a little bit of the spooks. Okay, can I please? Queen of Cups, our intuition. So we are in a phase in our life where we're relying very heavily on what we are feeling. We're listening to our intuition. We're trusting our intuition. I also see this as like trying to approach the events in our life, the situations in our life with a lot of emotional kindness, understanding, things like that. I'm not sure if you guys heard, I feel like you for sure did, as I was talking to you guys about the Fool and the 9 of Swords, I did pick up the cards that fell. So anyways, we didn't have to pause. 2 of Pentacles. The 2 of Pentacles is a card that's talking about a need to create more balance. It's like, I have a lot on my plate. I feel overwhelmed. And I need to find a little bit more balance. Now, I want to say this, you guys, it's not always a bad thing to be overwhelmed. It's not always a bad thing to have a lot on your plate. Oftentimes, this is a really positive thing. Oftentimes, this is representing having a life that is exciting or fulfilling, having a life that's full, having a life that is challenging, but challenging in a way, again, that is not necessarily bad. The 2 of Pentacles isn't bad. It's just saying you've got a lot on your plate and you're trying to figure out how to reach that sweet spot of balance. Can we please get the Queen of Wands? So you're feeling confident, you're feeling sure of yourself. I think this is a shift or a transition from this lower energy, right? We're starting something new. We feel a little bit unsure or a little uneasy about this new thing that we've started. And as we continue naturally down the process or down the path of this new situation, this new event, this new way of life, we become more confident and sure of ourselves, right? When you sign up for university, it's nerve-wracking, it's scary, but once you're there and you're involved in the environment, it's comfortable. You feel more confident, you feel more secure in yourself. When you start a new job, it's a little scary, it's a little anxiety inducing. But once you get comfortable and settled, it is more likely than not going to be an environment that you feel very comfortable in. So we have change occurring. The Six of Swords is fun because the Six of Swords is a transformation. It's a move. I want to understand what is changing. Yeah, this has to do with work for a lot of you, for the vast majority of you. So how are you meeting your next boyfriend or girlfriend? You're meeting them through change. A lot of you, this is going to be change that's happening in your workplace environment. For some of you, this is very, very well going to be your coworker. Why am I saying that? The Three of Pentacles is talking about coworkers, people that we work with and working well with these people. The Six of Pentacles is talking about generosity. So I'm almost seeing this as a person who's going to take you under their wing and mentor you or help you or bring some type of help to your workplace environment. Now, this could be a mentor at work that's introducing you to your next romantic partner, your next boyfriend or girlfriend. But we are going to keep going to see if we can figure this out. I do again think that there's a shift happening. This to me is very obvious because we wouldn't have the Fool here if there wasn't a change happening, because the Fool is also change. So with that, we're going to go ahead and get some more. Yeah. So this feels like a financial opportunity that we're taking that is bringing about a lot of change in our life. So again, some of you, this could be that you've gone to university, you've graduated, you are now in the workforce, right? Perhaps you're getting paid more, so then you're moving to a new area. Because you are getting paid more, you are able to afford perhaps to live in a nicer area, and then you're meeting your next boyfriend or girlfriend because they live across the way from you or they live close by. It's very likely, again, for a lot of you that you're meeting this person at work, but this feels very work-oriented because we have financial health, because we have the Three of Pentacles, and because to me it seems that the opportunity that you guys are facing or the change that you're facing has to do with a new workplace environment. Okay, sorry that things are adjusted, guys. There were some cards that fell. We're back. Can we please get, oh, freedom. Okay, that is so exciting, you guys. Again, I am seeing this as financial health is providing you with more financial freedom. This could also just be experiencing more freedom in your life in general, which is then putting you on the path to meet this person. Freedom also does indicate, right, like being able to get out of your cage, not being confined anymore. So putting yourself in more social situations or putting yourself in new environments. Can we please get, what is this? We have the Home. Okay. Oftentimes when the Home comes up or when housing comes up and we're talking about how we're meeting someone, I either see it as like you're meeting this person online potentially, or you're meeting this person because you're moving. So again, let's say you're moving to a new apartment, you're moving to a new house, a condo, flat, whatever you want to call it. This person lives very close by. Perhaps you're walking to get your morning coffee or you're walking to get your morning tea and you see this person often, or they see you often, and then decide to approach or decide to ask for your number, your socials, things like this, right? So a change in residence seems to be a key factor here. Now, I will say the reason I feel strongly about that is because we also have that 7 or 6 of Swords, which indicates transformation, and it also indicates a move, a significant move. All right. Can we please get a beautiful message for group number 3? How are they meeting? Virgo, so this is integrity, reverence, and service. We have Capricorn. This is ambition, realism, methodical steps. And then we have Cancer. This is nurture, comfort, and protect. So again, guys, I am seeing this as a work-related meeting for a lot of you. Why am I saying that? Because we have Capricorn here. We have financial health. We have freedom. We have the home. We have transformation. I am seeing this as a change in your income, a positive change in your income that is then putting you in different environments, right? Either living environment or where your work is calling for you to be in a different environment where you then will meet this person. I do also think that there is an element of calculatedness to how you are meeting this person. So I wouldn't be surprised if like your next boyfriend or girlfriend has seen you walking around for a while, or has noticed you in the office for a while, or wherever you work, they've noticed you. And perhaps in their mind, they've been like, okay, I want to say something. I want to introduce myself. And they've like gone back and forth in their mind on how to do that. Just because Virgo does tend to be very much like planned out and thoughtful. Now with Cancer here, nurture, I can't ignore the fact, you guys, that it's very possible for some of you to meet this person online. I think that's the less likely path or the less likely outcome, just because there's so much work and money energy that's showing up, okay? Can we get a message for group? How are they meeting? We have the key because we're getting a new home. We're getting a new apartment, a new flat, a new condo. We have the sun. This is success. This is success. And we have the clover, which is luck and money. So, okay. I feel like I want to broaden the way that I'm verbalizing this to you guys. There are really abundant positive changes happening in your life. Maybe it's a new job, maybe it's different, I don't know, different circumstances. Maybe you're getting inheritance money, maybe you are winning the lottery, maybe, I don't know. But it feels like there are positive changes happening for you financially that's then providing you with more freedom. This could be even paying off debt, you guys, or perhaps getting out of debt, things like that. That's then providing you with more freedom to do things that you've been wanting to do, move to a new area, be able to go visit new areas, have more opportunities when it comes to work and things like that. So I feel really good about this because it feels, again, like the way you're meeting your next boyfriend or girlfriend is in a positive way or at a positive time in your life where there's changes happening that are exciting. Again, it may be a little nerve-wracking. It may be a little like, oh, this is a lot of change, but it's all really positive and exciting change. Okay. Can we get a beautiful message for group number 3? That was the blindfold that just fell. We have the sun again, vitality. Vitality, success. You guys have 2 suns here. We have the blindfold. So the unseen, again, the way that you're meeting this person, how you are meeting this person is going to be a little bit of a surprise. So you're not expecting it. It's going to be in a manner that you don't yet see or you can't yet predict because it's unseen, right? How are they meeting? We have lessons. There are still lessons I have to learn before I can be ready to be with you. We have empire. We are going to build something incredible together. All right. With that, we will go ahead now and pull from our bowl. How are they going to be meeting? How are they going to be meeting? How are they going to be meeting? Okay. Oh, hold on, guys. Something fell on the floor. A bit of distance. We have meeting at school. They approach you while you're out. We have butterflies. Again, a little bit of nervousness. So if the nervousness that showed up with the 9 of Swords isn't connected to this new beginning that you're experiencing, it could be representing the butterflies that you're getting when this person approaches you. We have a different city. We have vacation. We have a dream come true. We have Moscow. Ooh, we have 2029. We have the 27th. We have Earth. Cancer showed up again. Friends. 333. Take action. Change, which showed up again multiple times here. What is this? This is long work hours. This does need to be replaced, you guys. So I'm going to just let that go off into the ocean. We have North America, Shatter, 1111, Spicy. Okay. So they're going to approach you while you are out. It's very possible that you are meeting at school or a workplace environment, okay? There's a bit of difference regarding where you are currently at versus where you are going to meet them. So right now there is distance. It's very possible they live in a different city or outside of where you currently live. So keep that in mind. I feel like I want to get, should I get a little bit more? Okay. Yeah, out of your area, we have type B and 27 or the 27th. Out of your area is not a bad thing, you guys. If anything, I think that's confirming to me that there is a move, like you're moving when you meet this person. There is a, like, I'm packing my bags, I'm getting a new flat, or I'm getting a new apartment, or I'm going to school, or I'm moving for work, or something to that effect. So that is everything that I have for you guys. Group number 3, thank you guys so much for allowing me to do this reading for you today. I do hope it was helpful. I'm sending you love, and that is all I got. So bye. Hi, group 4. Welcome to your reading. We're starting off, as always, with our zodiac guys. We have Leo. Hello, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Taurus. Sun, Moon, Rising. Scorpio and Cancer. Hello, Scorpio. Hello, Cancer. Aries and Gemini. I love the mix of what has shown up for you guys in the dice. Interesting. Okay. As always, if you do want a personal reading, I do provide those, you guys, on the 1st of every month. I restock those on the 1st. So if you want one, check them out on the 1st. Can we get a message on how group 4 is meeting? Okay. Friends, you're going out, you're having fun. The meeting initially will be quick. How are they meeting? You've manifested this meeting. Oh, okay, the Tower. Who is this Tower regarding? Star. Oh, how poetic. This is beautiful. I know everyone gets so up in a bunch when the Tower comes out. And guys, I promise, I pinky promise, it really is okay. It truly, truly is. This seems like a very magical way to meet someone. This is giving me the energy of like a romantic drama or a movie. Like, it feels very movie. It feels whimsical and magical. You're meeting this person while you are out with your friends, or you are out at some type of gathering, maybe a party, maybe you are out getting cocktails with your girls. Maybe you are just out and about, right? Enjoying your life, having fun, feeling cute, feeling confident. This is happy energy. 3 of Cups. The 8 of Wands is talking about something happening very quickly. So it feels like your initial meeting it's not a lingering meeting. It's not like you're hanging out with this person while you're out with your friends, or it's not like you are spending a significant amount of time with this person. It feels almost like they are approaching you, they're asking for your information, and then they are leaving. You have manifested this for yourself, okay? So the person that's coming into your life is somebody who has been manifested by you. The Magician is talking about having all the tools that you need, putting out the energy, believing that you are magical and believing that you do bring beautiful things into your life, believing that you are capable of getting what you desire, getting what you want. That's the energy of the Magician, utilizing what you have, believing you're going to get what you want, okay? Now the Tower and the Star, this is a little bit more complicated because the Tower is talking about something coming to a close. I see this, you guys, as an obstacle remover. Okay. I see this as something that was wasting our time, our energy, our resources is being removed. It's like the trash taking itself out. That's the energy of the tower. And the star is a blessing. The star is representing beautiful energy. The star is representing blessings. The star is hope for the future. So honestly, this feels like we're acknowledging that something has been removed from our life that needed to be removed. We are hopeful for the future. We are happy that this structure is no longer standing in our way. We have manifested something or someone that we deserve. So that is how you guys are meeting. Let's get a bit more. How are they meeting? Two of Cups. This is fate. This feels fated, you guys. I know not everybody believes in fate, and that's completely okay. Like, I don't care to sit here and try to change your opinion or your mind or your belief system. Like, I don't want to do that. I don't care to do that. But I do believe in fate. I believe that there are certain relationships that you will experience in your life that are simply just meant to be. And one way or another, you would have met this person, you would have engaged in this type of relationship. I do believe in free will as well, guys. I do believe that we should utilize our free will. And if we want something, we should manifest it. We should put action behind our manifestation. I don't believe in sitting around and doing nothing and hoping for the best, or, you know, being like, oh, like I wish things would change, and then doing, like, I don't believe in that. I think that that is not productive. So when I see the Two of Cups and I see the Magician, this tells me that for you guys, group 4, this person is going to walk into your life in a way where when you look back on the beginning of the relationship, you're going to be like, we were fated. Like, this was meant to be. This was divine intervention. This was the universe bringing us together. The Knight of Pentacles. This is slow and steady. So perhaps this person is, again, approaching you in a manner that is not necessarily like, oh, I want to spend time with you right now, or I want to force you to give me your number, or I want to, like, right? Perhaps this person has intentions of taking things a little bit more slow, again, acquiring your information so they can contact you, and then moving along. We have the Four of Pentacles, so this is a desire to protect one's self. And the Chariot. This is moving forward and overcoming obstacles. So, okay, I guess the scenario that's showing up for me, you guys, it feels like either you or a friend has recently gone through a breakup or will recently be going through a breakup of some kind. And because of that breakup or because of that event, that structure that needed to go either in your life or a friend's life, you're gathering with your friends, you're going out, you're talking through whatever has just happened with this tower. Again, this could be someone else in your life that's going through this, and you're just there at the gathering or with your friends, debriefing. But it feels, again, like something significant has taken place. We're coming together with our community, with our group of friends, and I do believe we're approaching the night from a perspective of hope. We're approaching the night or the evening from a perspective of like, we're going to overcome this obstacle. Like, everything's going to be okay. I do believe that this person is going to be entering into your life during this event, during this moment, in a way that feels, again, very fated. I do believe this person is going to be somebody who is everything that you have wanted or manifested, or possess a lot of the qualities that you have manifested. Now, I do think there may be some hesitancy here on your side because we do have this Four of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles is talking about protecting yourself or feeling the need to protect yourself. Can I get a message? Yeah, we have Chiron. So this is heal or hurt and heal. So again, very possible that you are freshly out of a relationship when you meet your next partner. And perhaps that's where the hesitancy is coming from, where it's like, no, like, I just got out of a relationship. I'm not really looking for anything right now. But perhaps you give this person your number or your social media information regardless. We have the 8th house. This is transformation, karma, facing fears, and legacy. I want to be very clear about this, you guys. Karma is not good or bad. Karma is neutral. So again, this is a fated meeting. I do think it's, again, happening at a very transformative point in your life. This is angelic support, harmony, and perfect flow. So again, this feels like the universe is intervening in your love life and sending you this person, sending you this reason to feel hopeful about the future. Okay. How is group number 4 meeting their next boyfriend? We have happiness, life purpose, forgiveness. So it's interesting because I don't necessarily feel like it's in or at a happy point in your life. And I don't necessarily think it has anything to do with your life purpose. I think if anything, this life purpose is referencing the fated meeting, right? The karmic connection, the fated connection, the universe intervening and saying, hey, like, we're bringing this person into your life now because you're ready or because it's needed now. I do believe that we're, again, in a process of dealing with some hurt, needing to heal, trying to forgive. Okay. With that, can we please get a message? How are they meeting? Revelation, so receiving clarity on something. The scale is representing balance. How are they meeting? There's attachment with the chain. The ship is exploration, and the tree is representing the root. So we're finding more balance. That is how we are meeting them. We are exploring. Perhaps we are addressing an unhealthy attachment. The reason why I'm calling this an unhealthy attachment is simply because we do have the tower here, and the tower is oftentimes talking about an unhealthy attachment, something that's holding us back. This doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, guys, okay? This unhealthy attachment could be a bad habit. It could be a workplace environment, like fill in the blank. It does not need to be a person that you're breaking up with. There are other things that could be going on in your life that's causing you to feel like, oh, I just need to get together with my girlfriends or my guy friends and go to dinner or go get a drink or go for a little walk and talk about what's going on. And it feels like that is how you are meeting this person. Like you are in an environment where you're expressing some type of qualm with a situation that's occurring. You're trying to process and work through the situation that's occurring. And in that process, you are meeting this person. Okay. Oh, you know what? I forgot. We have one more deck. Okay. How are they meeting? Oh. How are they meeting? Birds. Sometimes this references online activity. The whip is a challenge, and the anchor is talking about stabilizing, grounding yourself. Okay. Can we get a message for group 4 on how they are meeting? Where is this person and how are they meeting? Okay. Meeting at an event. Happily single, and you fall for them unintentionally. We have reconsidering your options. Committed relationship. Again, there are some of you who are getting out of a committed relationship when you are meeting this next person. So I guess it wouldn't literally be your next boyfriend or girlfriend, but it would be the next person that's showing up in this reading. We have complex, getting on a plane. You will move closer to them. Okay, this person could be 45 minutes away from you, very close by. Vancouver, third party, Los Angeles. Yeah, Saturn square Venus. Saturn. Piercing and mature. What is this in the middle? Long legs, and then I believe this is respect here. So How are you meeting this person? I do feel most likely for those of you who picked pile 4, you are meeting this person while you are out with your friends. I don't think that this person is a part of your friend group. I don't think that this person is necessarily involved with what it is that you are doing, but you are casually meeting them out. Now, you are meeting them at a point in your life where there's a lot going on, whether it is you just got out of a relationship, whether it is there are unexpected events that are happening where change is required that you didn't expect. But there are things going on that's causing you stress, either directly or indirectly through a family member or a friend. And I do believe that, again, going back to that 4 of Pentacles, there's almost this energy of like, I'm happy to be single. I don't really want, or I can't make room in my life right now for a relationship. I don't have time for a relationship. But you give this person your number or you give this person your information. And then as you get to know them or as they continue to show up for you or continue to try to get to know you, you do kind of unintentionally fall in love with them. And you're like, oh, this is something I want to pursue. Now, unfortunately, we have varying different locations, right? We have Los Angeles, we have Vancouver, very close by for some of you. And for others of you, this person could be 45 minutes away, either on a plane or in a car. I do believe that if this is a long distance relationship, you would feel motivated to move closer to them. So that is everything that I have for you guys. Group number 4. Thank you guys so much for letting me do this reading for you. I do hope that this was helpful. Please do enjoy the rest of your day. And that is all I've got. So